Utah Mammoth franchise is back with year number 3, and the team looks a little bit different. Now, I know what you're thinking. What did we do? Well, go watch episode 4 because the off season was great to us. But that's your spoiler warning. Here you go. Here's the squad. We have Genther Cooley Keller, JJ Paterka, Jared McCann, and Chris Kreider, with Barrett, Hayton, Iginla, and Fogel, with Nino Niederreiter and Erod and Jack McBain. But most importantly, did we boost up our offense? We certainly got a boost on our defense with our top pairing now having Quinn Hughes, and he is locked in for multiple years, paired with Sean Dursey. We'll eventually get that sorted out. We also have Mikhail Sergachev and Labushkin with Korobov and Schmidt. By the way, Korobov is one of our draft picks. Going to be an absolute stud. Goaltenders are Karel Vejmelka and Nico Dawes. And then, once again, if you did happen to miss the previous episodes, our 8HL squad is Lipkin, Denoyer, Josh Doan, Nadeau, Bo, and Yamamoto. It's the O-line. They'll give your girls and your moms a lot of O's. We got Lutz, Beaudoin, and Matika with Nord, Smith, and McCartney. Defensively, we got Bean and Zuber, Goldsmith, and Duda, which is going to be hopefully relatively quick to come up when we can, with Bieber and Lavoie. And then our goalies, Matt Murray and Dylan Wells. But if you like the Utah Mammoth franchise, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and come back for more. Let me know you want to see more of this content. And let's get right into season number 3. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just skip ahead to the beginning of the regular season. None of this really matters. Andre Trignani wants to talk. Hey, Mac. Great opportunity to lead this team to greatness. Our journey starts now. Let's see his thoughts. Some kinks to work out, but he thinks we can make a playoff spot. I think we also get a playoff spot. So let's just keep going, Andre. Let's just keep on going, bud, because it's going to be a great year. Now, we have our first trade offer of the year. 2 third-round picks in 2029 for a second in 28, and Drieger, we're going to go ahead and decline that. He's going to be one of our top 9 depth forwards. Armsden and Smith for 2 picks. We're going to decline that. What bozo's going to do that? We start out the preseason with a win. Pretty fire. We are crazy good in the preseason. What is happening? All right. Salary cap. No, don't need it. We went 6-0-1 in the preseason, which is better than any year we have done so far. So now what I want to do is simulate to the month of November. By skipping this first month, we take on Anaheim with a shootout win, lose to the Devils. Tampa Bay is placing Dylan Duke on waivers, and we are not going to claim him. We are 1-1 to start the year, and then we lose to the Kraken 5-0. All right, well, and then we lose to Pittsburgh. All right, we're still tanking. And oh my gosh. All right, we beat the Blues. That's all that matters. Okay. Well, this is not going as planned. I thought this was going to be a year that we would start to play a little bit better, but we beat the Flyers, so technically we're already doing good. First month, not the greatest. We did go 4-5. That has us at 8 points, tied for 5th in our division. Not great. Not great. We need to have a better November right now. Kind of curious as well what that means in terms of what our stars are doing, because I would say we have some stars now. Like Clayton Keller only has 6 points through 9 games. I would expect him to be about a point per game player. Quinn Hughes is actually not performing very well. Kind of a slump right now. 2 assists and a -4 through 9. Slightly concerning. Cooley, Aginla, Genther. We have some guys doing their part, but it looks like defensively we're just not doing too hot. And then if we go to our AHL, Kyler Yamamoto is actually leading with 3 goals and 7 apples, +7. Caleb Denoyer is 9 points through 7 games. Oh, man. Jake Bean, you're going to live down there. It's okay. Duda, he's got 6 points through 7. So we're looking like we got some production coming out from the guys in the AHL. So maybe we look to do that. And if you look at Zuber right here, Zuber has no points, but he has a +10. So he is definitely not putting up the points, but defensively he is out there and he is thriving, honey. But let's go ahead and sim through the month of November. I'm saying by the second game, we'll have a trade already. We beat the Kings. Take down Calgary. Hey, that's a pretty good little streak. And then we do get a point before our amateur scout calls. We do lose in overtime to the Stars, followed by 2 losses to Nashville. And, oh my, now we're just losing again. We're 6-8-1. I don't like this. I'm not trading Armsden. He's going to be a top 6 forward. Columbus, stop it. Just stop it. We beat the Sabres. We beat the Leafs. I love it. Lose to the Bolts. We're 8-9-1 with 19 points thus far. 2 wins back-to-back. 3 wins. Make it 4. That's a huge winning stretch right there. And roster management is now due. Qualifying offers for the RFAs are due. But we end the month of November on an absolute heater. We started off decent, coming on a 3-win streak. And then we do a 4-game losing streak. A week and a half of just straight losing. And then we win 2. We lose 1. We end the month of November on a 6-game win streak over the Oilers, Sharks, Rangers, Wild, Islanders, and the Red Wings. So now I want to take a look at the month of December. And it looks like a lot of games on the road this month. So hopefully our 14-9-1 can stay relatively strong. We're 29 points. And we start the month off with another massive win. And this time we do lose, but we get a point in Montreal and in Philly. We lose in Reg. Now we're just trying to lose. We're trying to offset the wins. Shields, top 9 forward, going to be depth later on. We're going to go ahead and keep him. Also don't want to get rid of a second-round pick at this time. And then they come at me with William Karlsson and a 3rd and a 4th from 2029 for 2 second rounds. That is overpay. We're not doing that. We are on a terrible losing streak right now. Now we're 17-13-3 after picking up 2 more wins just to fall to the Abs and the Sens. We head into Nashville and we take a win 5-4. Now we're still on the road, lose to Columbus, off to New York to lose to the Islanders, and we close out the month of December with a win at home over the Dallas Stars. And currently we're sitting at 5th place in the Central with 41 points and at a wild card spot. So I'm not too upset about that, but I think we're going to be conservative buyers whenever we get to the trade deadline. I don't know that we're going to call up a bunch of guys. We might sell off a little bit and try to get a little bit of return. Month of January Sims, we start off with the Sharks win, losing in Seattle. We're going to go ahead and lose to Bedard and the Blackhawks, who are 2nd in the Central, by the way. We beat the Wild, lose with a single point party in Pantherland. going to decline the Boston Bruins of this trade. We take a win over the Red Wings. They want to sell us Kerfoot in a third round of 29 for Armsden in a Jets second. I'm not doing it. I know I could probably be stacking up on some players to help win now versus at the trade deadline. But, I mean, we're still going to go for it. We're still going to go for it. We are on a 2-game losing streak, middle of January. The Abs and the Habs go into Anaheim and win. Off to LA, we lose to the Kings 4-3. It's been a lot of close games. I believe I just saw we're still in 5th place with 56 points at the end of January and heading into what I would consider is the end half of the season. We're going into February. The trade deadline is looming. I'm curious at what our stats are looking like, and if Quinn Hughes, who now has 47 points, has turned it up. 52 games played, 8 goals, 39 assists, -3 still. Not terrible. I'm not too upset with that. Logan Cooley with 41 points, 13 and 28. Keller, 15 and 22 for 37. I'm kind of surprised he doesn't produce a little more, but you know, it is what it is. Dylan Genther, 33 points, 17 goals, 16 assists. JJ Paterka, 8 goals, 23 assists, and a -4. It just seems like we're having some issues on the defensive side of the puck because almost every player is a plus-minus and a minus. Nate Schmidt, a 1+, a 4+ for Iginla, which I believe is not a bad thing, if you ask me. 6-foot centerman, relatively young. Everybody except for those guys are a minus. Now, goalies, Karel Vejmelka, a 905. Nico Dawes, a 905 as well for the save percentage. 22, 18, and 3 for Vejmelka. 4, 4, and 1 for Nico Dawes. So it's a pretty good 1-2 punch, if you ask me. We could probably get a little bit better in the net in the future, but we also have Matt Murray and Dylan Wells in the system, so we're not looking super good for the future. But now, what we're all excited for, let's just go ahead and get to the month of March. We're currently in a playoff position if they start today. They're trying to give us Corey Perry, which we know we're guaranteed Stanley Cup playoff loss if we add him, but we have to get rid of Lavoie and a second-round pick. I'm going to go ahead and decline that. All right, the month of February, we start off with a win over the Preds, a loss to the Bees. We're still in 5th place with 58 points. Not upset about it. We do get a win in Anaheim, and the Red Wings have fired head coach Todd McClellan. It's probably not a bad thing for him. The Minnesota Wild have filed Braxton Keefe. Oh my goodness. Heads are rolling as we take down the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver, followed up with another win over Smashville, a win over the Oilers. We are at home against Winnipeg with a loss, and on the road in St. Louis with another loss. We're not good on these back-to-backs, and we also end on a 3-game losing streak in the month of February. We have 3 games before the trade deadline. And as you can see, we are in 5th place with 66 points. In our division, we're in 5th place. We're not guaranteed a spot in the playoffs yet. The closest to taking us over is going to be St. Louis, who they just beat us in regulation. And I would say they're our biggest concern. So we need to make sure any head-to-heads against them, we do win, and we should make the playoffs for the first time this rebuild. But let's go ahead and simulate to the trade deadline. On the road, we lose in Washington. At home, we lose to Buffalo, and we are going to sim against Edmonton. Oh my, I didn't mean to do this. We're finishing the game. And we get a win 3-1. Solid. Absolutely solid. Didn't mean to do that. But now, we are at the trade deadline. 32, 28, and 4 are your Utah Mammoth. We are in a good position to be a playoff team and a wild card team, but we also need to be a little bit smart. So let's go ahead and be a conservative buyer for this trade deadline and see what we have available. I would say defensively is probably where we want to look, but grabbing a 33-year-old isn't something I really want to do. I would rather go for something a little bit younger so we can have them a lot longer, but it's looking like Pulak or Pellich are going to be some of our best options. As we can't even get either of those guys because of the clause, so that's cool. That kind of stinks. What do we have available? Severson, two-way defender. He's 33, 4 years left, $6.2 million. They want a top forward prospect. Ricard Raquel. Part of me wants to take that. Brian Russ, so we can see that the Penguins are still in a rebuild. I don't know. I don't know what we should do here. Part of me wants a Matthias Ekholm because he's a top 6D and he would at least be a little more solidified. I'm just going to go ahead and look into our trade or our draft picks and find a trade. I'm not going to get rid of our first round pick, but if I can get rid of the Islanders' second round, maybe we'll find a John Gibson and a Hofer, which I'm not really thrilled with that. How about 2 seconds? We can get a Joel Farabee for the rest of the year and Samsonov for the rest of the year for a total of $5.8 million, which isn't terrible. Do we want a Joel Farabee right now? Probably not. Maybe we look to selling a rookie goalie. We have Darby. He's 18. He's a medium starter potential. Farabee's there. Brassard, Gibson. I feel like none of these really benefit us now, especially with Alex Nedeljkovic. We've all seen his most recent moments have not been going super well. We do have Landon DuPont in the system. He's still in the OHL. He was our first-round draft pick last year. We also have Caleb Denoyer. We have Lyson, who is going to take a few years to get there, but he's low elite left defenseman. No one is super interested. 19-year-old Armsden, top 6 forward. We still have that Farabee trade there and Samsonov. If I can get this without letting go of Armsden, I might actually take that because at least it's more scoring for our offense. I'm going to go ahead and take this Calgary trade. Pleasure doing business with you to the Calgary Flames. I'm still kind of on this set where a defenseman would have probably been the best thing for us to go at. Could we try and get Chris Letang, try to get him a one last cup? I say we could. They also have Blake Coleman. Pittsburgh's selling everybody, and I don't like it. It makes me sad. It hurts my heart, but we're here for the Mammoth franchise. We're here to win. We are here to win. I would like to see what these picks can get us. We have a Capitals. We'd be over the maximum salary cap if we did that. Let's see. We have defensemen. These guys all make out on the current situation that we got going on. I don't know that they're going to want these guys that aren't quite ready yet. I mean, they're in the AHL. We have Bieber and Lavoie. Maybe we get rid of Lavoie. We were just praising him, though. We'll see. I'm gonna need Pittsburgh to go ahead and hold on to like $3 million. And Pittsburgh just did that. A second-round pick for Chris Letang adds to our defense right now, and he's only here for the rest of the year. You know what? I'll take it. And it was a pick that we kind of just stacked. This is why we do what we do. We're going to end up sending a lot of people down. We might lose you guys. Ilya Labushkin, we do have him listed for sale. Kind of hoping we don't. Hopefully we don't get to that point. Timothy Liljegren, also available. Foligno. Oh, the Wild just did something. Mikheyev, Bolduc, Foligno, and Yaros to the Sabres for Helenas and a 2029 third. Holy fleece, maybe? I don't know, man. That's pretty wild. Oh, look, Connor Clifton's for sale, too. Pittsburgh is selling everybody. Everyone's for sale. You get a Penguin. You get a Penguin. Did we not make that trade with Calgary? Did we not make that trade for Farabee? I could have sworn we did. All top 6D, man, that are available, which, I mean, you can't really expect them to put their star up. Vakanainen is up there, still available. I don't know that we are going to find a whole lot out there. Yeah, I don't think we got Joel Farabee. I thought we did, but I think they pulled the rug on us as we sent it through, and for that, I'm a little salty. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm a little salty about that because I thought we got him. I thought we got him, but I guess that makes sense for that. No one wants a second-round pick. What if I throw it? Oh my gosh, we have so many second-round picks right now. It's not even funny. How about 3 seconds? What can I buy for 3 seconds? Someone take a piece of bubblegum. I don't like how many picks we don't have right now. Oh, look, Calgary. Samsonov. Nice. I thought we already got him. Yeah, these picks make me sad. These picks make me sad, and you guys are trying to take advantage. Although, trading a second and a seventh for 2/3 and Nedeljkovic, it appears we might be getting to the point where our defensive overall is disgusting. Holy cow, we might be able to sell some prospects off eventually. Forward, not the best, so we definitely are gonna want some forwards in the future. I refuse to take Claude Giroux. Connor McMichael. Some of these 1-year deals look very enticing to try and get some depth to make a push, man. Dylan Strome is available for 1 year. Can you guys just hold like $1 million? I think, no, we're not getting rid of Zuber. We could. He's a top 6D, and we do have some very good rookie skaters. So, and he's 25. You know what? If they like him, we're gonna go ahead and try to get this done. Utah would be over the max, but if they hold it, why? Trying to finagle a deal. Trying to do it. Don't know. Don't think it's going to be possible. Well, we are not getting Dylan Strome. We are not getting Dylan Strome. I don't believe so, unless we go here and try to do it this way. What if we try to find a trade that way? They're just not interested. They're just not interested, and that's fine. I bought Connor McMichael. They just don't want to make a trade with us. Okay. You know what? It's fine, boys. It's fine. We move. We're gonna go ahead and put. Sorry, we're doing a lot of lineup changes. Trying to make this right. Hughes, Tanger, Serg, and Dursey, Labushkin, and Korobov. Offensively, apparently we didn't add Farabee when I thought we did. Kind of stinky, kind of poo-ass, but it's okay. Scratch, we have Cam Atkinson. So we do have him as a backup just in case. And I really don't know that I'm going to mess with anything down here because as of right now, they're doing perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and get to the month of April, simming through March, and we just cannot beat Seattle, which is kind of poop. And we finally lose a game to San Jose. Not good. We are no longer a playoff team. We have got to string some wins together, and we do it against Washington and Toronto. A shootout win over the Panthers. And then another win against Columbus. We have to beat St. Louis. They were our concern, and we lose in a shootout. We are not, we're starting to not look good. At the end of the month, we fall apart. Oh, we're on a 2-game win streak. We're on a 2-game win streak to lose against Dallas. All right, we have 6 games remaining. We are currently 4 points out of a playoff spot, and we're behind the Blues, who we play at home in just a week from today. That could be a game that absolutely does it for us. This is going to be what makes or breaks us. And then if we look at the AHL, we are cooking at a 38-17-9. We are leading the Pacific, and we are only off by 7 points from the highest amount of points in the entire league. But let's just get through all of April. Need a 4-point swing over St. Louis. We lose a shootout to Winnipeg. Not starting off good. Down 5 points in the standings to the Blues. This is going to be such a crucial stretch. We lose to the Bees. We lose to the Blues. And we are singing the blues, as it seems we're probably not going to make the playoffs. We win against... we win 2 of our 3 last games. And we finish 3 points outside of a playoff spot. And I am going to go cry big, sad man tears, but at least we get to watch the young gentlemen in Tucson finish out their year in the playoffs. Hopefully we can win a championship down here. That would be good experience for them. I do believe we're going to be number 1 seed out of our division. That is correct. And our first game is a loss at home. I am terrified. I don't like this. Game 2, we do win. Game 3, we win. We are 1 win away from moving to the second round. Can they do it without allowing a game 5? We cannot. We're going back home, which we have only won once so far at home in this playoff round, and we do end up winning 3-2. We are going to advance to the second round, and I'm a little nervous. You could say I could cry. I probably will. Game 1, overtime loss. Game 2, we win at home. Now we go on the road for game 3 and 4. We win game number 3. We are up 2-1 in the series. And we just cannot clutch up in game 4. They like to win at home, so here we go. Packing our bags. We go to Tucson because we lost. The Calder Cup playoffs comes down to Rockford and the Islanders. And the Stanley Cup final is the Montreal Canadiens, who are currently up 2-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. I am going to throw up. The Montreal Canadiens have just won the Stanley Cup, and the Bridgeport Islanders have won the Calder Cup. I am not that surprised because none of this makes sense. But, you know, that's the Utah Mammoth way. And I just found out that we have the draft lottery. I didn't mean to get that already, but we're going to have the 15th pick in this next draft. So hopefully we can get something good out of it. Next episode will be year 3's off season. So let me know down below what you think we should do, as well as if you thought we were going to make the playoffs. I'm pretty sad we didn't. Like the video, subscribe, help defeat the YouTube algorithm. We're close to 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. I love y'all, and go Mammoth!